everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Spill the Goods. Christina here with Jess. And we are kicking off what we're calling our local candidate series. So we are going to be interviewing any of the local candidates running as Democrats that want to come on and get their name out there and speak directly to the voters. So today with us for our very first episode, we're so excited.
Yay.
We have who is running for state rep. So, Chrissy, could you give us a little introduction? Tell us about yourself.
So I'm a single mom. Well, I'm not really a single mom anymore because now they're grown. Like my daughter is 35 and my son is 22. And my story kind of is I found myself in a domestic violence relationship.
Yeah.
And my son's father choked me. And I was scared. Like it wasn't the first time, but it was one of the times that I think I was the most scared. And I said, yeah, it's alive. Like keep myself alive. And so we waited to left at work, and then I packed up my kids. My daughter was 13. My son was like a little baby,
Oh.
not even a year old. And so we kind of just like left. And I didn't know where else. I stayed from friends to friends, and he would find me every time. And so then I found Families in Transition, thank God. And they helped me take budgeting classes, self-esteem, domestic violence, just different things that like you learn at home. I received my GED because they had offered tutors that went through from a school college that used to volunteer, and so they helped me because I had dropped down 8th grade.
Yeah.
So I had to go from pre-algebra to now trigonometry.
God.
Easy.
No. Oh my God.
So I got my GED, and then my son went to kindergarten, was going to go to kindergarten. He was at Head Start. He's going to go to kindergarten. And I find out that there's no bus that takes kindergarten. So I'm like, well, I don't have a car. How am I going to get to school? It's like,
And at that time, it was half day kindergarten.
Nope, it was full day.
It was full day. Okay.
But they did not offer transportation for kindergarten students. So I was like, they said it was about safety. And I said, how's that? My sidewalks, I'm not walking in the street in the winter because the sidewalks are plowed and it's past 2 miles. So, and he's in kindergarten. How's he going to walk? That's like a far walk.
Yeah.
So I back up. I asked Joyce Craig, who was our school board. She was a school board
member.
And she was shopping in the thrift store I worked at in Alberta. And so I asked her, so my son, Christian, he has an IP, but it's for speech. It's not for a physical thing.
Yeah.
So will he qualify for the bus? And she's like, I don't know. I'll have to find out. And so she did. School superintendent already had Christian like on the list for the bus, but I didn't notice. So I went in front of the school board because it wasn't just about Christian. It was like about all these other kids in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Because I did not graduate from high school. Education has always been super important to me because I know how it impacted my self-esteem, having a career, just everything in my life kind of. Becoming homeless, I think that the more educated you are, that your chances of becoming homeless are less because you'll have a career and you won't, you know what I mean? Like, struggle so much. So, I was like telling my kids how important school is, right?
Yeah.
And making my daughter go to school every day and all this stuff. And here I was a dropout. So I was like, I'm going to get my GED and I'm going to fight for Christian and get on the bus. And it was Congressman Ginta, who was our mayor at the time. And he told me, well, during the committee meeting that it wasn't safe and that he would not fly his daughter, who was in kindergarten, on a school bus. And I go, well, not everybody, but at that time you could talk back to a person, like you could respond.
Sure.
And so I said, well, not everyone has a car, and not everyone can afford because his daughter was going to a private school.
Yeah.
So I was like, my son is 9, we're very like, And so, school board member Arthur Beaudry was like, well, Chrissy, because you're in Families in Transition that's homeless, so he would still be able to go. And I'm like, well, what about all the other kids?
Yeah.
Maybe Christian can go, but what about all these other kids? Because my thing was, you're already setting them back because say these kids, certain kids have gone to kindergarten. It's not mandatory here.
Right. I was about to say
And
that.
then
It's optional.
that was my biggest thing too, was I said to Ginta was, so you're telling me it's safer to walk my son in the street during the snow as the sidewalks aren't plowed. It's really about money, because if you make kindergarten mandatory, then you have to offer transportation. And then we need more classrooms, more teachers, more everything, right? So it's really about the money. So just tell me that instead of making me feel like I'm trying to put my kid in an unsafe environment. That's how I felt. And so I laughed. Like, they were like, too bad, so sad for you. Like, they didn't do it. But now kids can go to kindergarten
On the bus.
on the bus.
Yes.
And like my grandson, when I went to register him, they didn't ask me if he needed a bus. So I had to ask them. So it wasn't something that they would say to you, do you need a bus? Or does he need a bus? And so, yeah, I had to ask and all that stuff, which I didn't think was cool either. Like, they should like offer it. Because now, like I was saying, it's like kids in kindergarten have now sat for 8 hours. So now when they go to first grade, they're used to this, right? What if you have a kid that has never been to kindergarten, now they're with first graders that have sat for 8 hours?
Yeah.
You're already behind.
Environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're already behind. So, different things in my life made me want to run for office, like, the homeless community thing. I wanted to help with that, and then my G, like, that was another thing. Education's always been something that I went in front of the school board about, always.
Yeah.
Because I just support teachers, and my daughter ended up becoming a teacher. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, she told me she wanted to be a teacher. I'm like, okay, well, how much is college? And she was going to Plymouth State University, and she said 26,000. This is a long time ago. And I said, oh, 26,000, okay. She goes, a year. I go, oh, wait, what? I was like, so you gotta find money I didn't know how to.
Yeah, right. Oh my God.
And so remember that I did not graduate high school, so I did not know about how to help her get
Like the FAFSA.
no, I didn't know about scholarships. Like, how do I help her, right? So I called the guidance counselor, and the guidance counselor says, well, we have a program for $200 to go to this seminar. I go, well, I'm calling to tell you that I don't have money. And
right. You want me to pay $200?
Yeah, for a seminar. So then I filled out her FAFSA, and I was like, I'll get us there no matter what. And then, not us, her.
Yeah.
I was kind of like a college mom, like a stage mom, but
yeah, it does kind of feel like a joint endeavor at some point. Yeah. Yeah.
And I go for like parents and kids, I see a dorm. And she's like, no. And I was like, why cannot? I want to feel the experience. Come on.
Well,
and
my
then
God.
I asked her, buy one, get one half off. And so then the FAFSA, we didn't get enough, right? The first year.
Yeah.
And so I took out a parent plus one that I knew I should not take out. But I had to get this kid there. Like, I would have sold like everything off, like, to get this kid. I had to get her there.
Yeah.
And so I did it. And when they approved me, I was like, wait, I put the comma in the wrong spot. Like, I even called them.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I said, is this kid even going to make $26,000 as a teacher?
Oh,
Like,
it's so true, though.
I
It's
didn't
so
know how much
true.
a teacher made.
Not enough.
No, definitely not.
And now she teaches, and she graduated summa cum laude.
Wow.
So I cried, because that was like a big
Yeah, that's
for
amazing.
both of us, because it was like, here I am, a dropout, and my kid
is now graduating summa cum laude. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story.
Quite the life. It sounds like you've overcome a lot, which is just incredible. Tell us what district you're running to represent.
It's District 19.
Okay.
And it's Ward 10,
Okay.
west side of Manchester.
Okay.
Yep. And can I also mention another reason why I want to run?
Yep.
Absolutely.
So my dad was a state senator in Maine.
Okay.
So we reconnected years later, because he had signed over his rights. So I was adopted by my mom's husband, right?
Okay.
And when we reconnected as I was an adult, he tells me all these things he had done as a state senator. Like, they had a naval base in Maine, in Brunswick, where he lived and represented. And they removed the whole Navy base. They took it out. And so
Wow.
they needed to find something else to go there because there's
Yeah, a lot of jobs.
Yeah. Big hit to local
And
economy.
my dad, and I can say this happily, so I won't be grounded. He had only gone to 8th grade, right? But
Yeah.
he had lied and said, graduated from high school and all that. Because it was back then, they're not going to look in California, back to California, and he lived there. So he created a community college. Yep. That was for trades, high school. And that made me cry because that was like, I thought getting Ellie to college was a huge accomplishment. Never mind creating that college that when you didn't even go to high school.
That's
Yeah,
incredible.
And
that's
sponsored
amazing.
it. So when he passed, they sent me this big thing about all these things he had done. And then they, of course, talked about the college. And that was like why I wanted to run. Because I was like, I want to do cool things like that. Like,
Yeah, like,
Leave a legacy.
yeah.
well, and just
And
like
change
really
people's
changing.
lives.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, changing
Because so
people's
many
lives for the
people
better.
changed my life. Like,
Yeah.
Senator Shaheen, I had written on Twitter about not receiving child support because I didn't receive TANF. And so they're like, not going to help, right? And I wrote something frustrated. I was frustrated, wrote something. And the next thing I know, her office wrote me back and said I need to go to the Manchester office. And then next thing I know, I have a call from the secretary of the governor's office and I have a court hearing.
Wow.
3 weeks. And yeah, I was like, that's why when people tell me why they don't vote, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I go to all the families and condition voters to try to get them all to vote. Because I'm like, you guys, I had a personal experience. Like, if you don't tell them, how are they supposed to know? They're not mind readers.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like to be wealthy, and they don't know what it's like to be poor.
Yeah.
So if you don't tell them, then they can't help you.
Yeah.
So then when President Biden was running, I wrote an editorial in the newspaper because I call him my hero as he sponsored violence against women back. And he changed when he saved my life by telling all this all the time, like back then. And they asked me to introduce him, and I was like, okay, I've spoken at college about domestic violence, I've done this, I can do this, no problem. And I go there and I see CNN and NBC.
Oh no.
And I'm like, wait, why are they here?
Yeah, right.
You're introducing the former vice president, and he's running to be president, and I was like, I didn't really see.
Yeah. It's way different than a classroom full of 15 to 20 college students.
So I was like, oh, what did I do? And then I tell Jeff that I saw this little platform that they built for me because I had to stand on it. They had heard from when I testified in Concord at the State House,
my God,
that I was short. So the reporters are saying to me, just try it without. And I'm like, okay. And you can't even see me.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I had to do that. So I said to him, to the President Biden, when we were all back, I was like, I want you to listen. I don't want you to be on your phone or like paying attention because I want you to hear why I call you my hero. He goes, you're a hero. I go, you're going to hear. So he did. I have pictures of him like listening behind it. And then, yeah. And so then it went viral because they posted on Twitter. And then next thing they asked me if they can get into commercial. And I was terrified because now my story was going to be like, go like
national
public. Yeah.
And I was scared, but I felt like it was important because I want people to know that people go through it. It's not like just a commercial or a movie. Like people really go through domestic violence and are on the run, like with nothing but their clothes on their back and their kids. And so then they asked me to introduce them twice, and so I did this.
They invite their old friends now, right? What's his favorite flavor of ice cream?
No, I don't know that.
That's
see it on
amazing,
YouTube, and because his staff told me, Chrissy, you have to tell him when to wrap it up. And I go, wait, you guys work for him. Why do I have to? They're like, he doesn't listen to us. So I go,
That's so funny.
So on YouTube, you'll see me say, I know you're a big deal, but we have to wrap it up. And he just still didn't listen to me. He went on to the next person. I was like, I give up.
So you have plenty of experience telling people in charge how you feel and what you think they should do. You've been telling it so much do. You still Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want people to think I'm a vote.
No, I'm just saying you still be a
No.
strong voice in Concord.
Yeah.
You have
Absolutely.
no problem. You're not
I'm an
intimidated by that.
advocate, and as an advocate, I feel you have to be strong and you have
Yeah.
to tell people what you feel is right, what
Yeah.
you think the people of New Hampshire need.
I think when you
Absolutely.
have
what's
strong
important.
voices like you in Concord, you aren't going to be intimidated and aren't going to be afraid to speak up for what you believe is right. And I think you've got national commercials that will prove that you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
I was
No.
honored because I really do call him my hero because he really did. He didn't know me. He didn't even know anyone that had been abused. Somebody had talked to him that was, I think, in college. I think he had said about domestic violence, and he had a hard time getting that bill passed. Like he had a hard time, and we didn't. You would think it would be easy, but the things
Yeah.
that you would think would be common sense are just not common sense.
Hardly ever. Yeah. Hardly ever.
So, what would be your top 2 or 3 priorities when you're in Concord?
Okay, education and
Okay.
housing.
Education and housing.
If I
Love
had
it.
to, healthcare is really hard because I really, really, because I experienced that too. Like all my issues are something I've experienced firsthand. So when I had a stroke. I had a central retinal vein occlusion in my eye, and the doctor told me that I needed eye injections, and I was like, okay. And then the first one was $200, so no problem, right? Medicaid said, okay. And then there was a recall. The next one was 1,500. And Medicaid said,
Oh my God.
Medicaid said no. And so my eye specialist, Dr. Foslat, was like, I'm gonna work with ILEA and I'm gonna help. Like, I never want you not to come to an appointment because of money. I never want that. And I was like crying because how many doctors say money is not an issue?
I don't think I've ever had a doctor say anything even slightly similar.
Shout out to Dr. Foslat because he was like a rock star and so ILEA paid for it for a year. I still didn't get my eyesight back, but at least I had it.
You had the opportunity to try.
And I had no primary. I didn't have primary. I had a neurologist and an endocrinologist. And so when he's like, why do you not have a primary? I'm like, oh, well, I have a neurologist and endocrinologist. And he said, you need a primary.
Yeah.
And so it was really hard to find one that took me.
Yeah.
And so healthcare really to me is important too because I see so many people struggle with my stepson. I helped raise him. His mom was not involved, and he died from a diabetic seizure because he tried stretching out his insulin. And,
Oh God.
Yeah.
And so David passed, and I had to go tell my 14-year-old grandson that I was gone, and then Peter has type 1 diabetes. So then, Peter was just, of course, scared, but he handles it a lot better than his dad. His dad was challenging because I just think, and because I talked to my own endocrinologist, and she said that a lot of times with type 1 diabetes don't see a future, and so they just don't try to manage it. Like David was horrible. Like I was his emergency contact, and he would pass out on the sidewalk walking home from work because his insulin was so low. And then they would call me, and I would go to the hospital, of course, lecture him, and just
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I know.
So that's why it's hard because education for me is like we could just get kids to get to college, like not. And I told my son this: everybody is not meant for 4-year college, right? But if we could get them to go to a trade school, something that gives them a leg up, high school. It just gives them a better advantage to back in the day, you could as long as you had a high school diploma. But now it's like if you have your bachelor's, it's still struggle. Like
you need a bachelor's for an entry level.
Yeah. It is intense and it is incredibly competitive.
So that's why.
Do you have a primary?
I do not.
You do not have a primary. Okay, so who are you running against in your district?
Matt Drew
Okay.
And I don't know who the other two guys are. Because I'm really not focused on my opponent.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, I should be, because see, this is my first time running for, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just doing what comes natural to me, is like just fighting for me and the people that will be impacted if I'm elected. Like, my opponent, to know their backstory or whatever doesn't really impact me to know it. I think it
Me
would
too.
intimidate me.
And I think you
I
should
think-
focus on why people should vote for you
Yeah.
rather than
Why not?
voting for the other person.
Agreed.
So I'm a fan of that approach.
Agreed.
How can people learn more about you and how can they help you win?
They can donate money,
Mm-hmm.
because I need money to have literature
Yep.
to
Yeah.
share why people should vote for me,
Okay.
and for my yard signs. People would just put up yard signs on me.
Okay. So
Yes.
look straight at our camera. Tell them where they can find out more info, donate, and ask for yard signs. What's
Yep.
your website?
So it's ChrissySimonds.org.
So that's CHRISSY Simons.
Simonds.
.org.
Sorry.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Chrissy. We have one last not serious question
Okay.
at all. So, have you seen Twilight?
I love Twilight. I went for again. My
good.
sister
Okay.
lived.
This is the perfect question. Oh my God. I did not even know this.
So I went to all the places that they filmed.
Okay, randomly selected perfect question.
This is amazing.
Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Oh, Team Jacob.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes. Yes, Team Jacob, all the way. All the way.
He's a high.
He is. He is.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in and being
Yes.
our candidate guest. This is
Yes.
so great.
Awesome.
Yes. I'm so excited.
I appreciate you guys for doing this.
Oh,
Because
of
it's
course.
like, you have to pay for everything else, right?
Yeah.
This was like free.
Yeah,
So,
great.
We're happy to do it.
Happy to.
and you guys are easy peasy.
Yeah. Well, we try to be.
Tell my husband that.
Yeah. Thank you, Chrissy. And thank you, everybody.